Hello, everyone. How's it going? Dr. Incompetent here, and let's resume our complete beginner's guide to Stardew Valley, shall we? It's day 7, finishing up our first week here in the game, and let's check the weather report. Welcome to KOZV, and what's going to be tomorrow? It's going to be clear and sunny. Now, it is Sunday, so I want to show you every Sunday you can find the Queen of Sauce. The Queen of Sauce is a great show to watch because the Queen of Sauce will give you a recipe that you can learn to make in your kitchen when you expand your home. So this week's dish is stir fry. It's the perfect way to get some healthy greens on your plate. Saute the greens in a little sesame oil and make sure to add plenty of fresh ginger and garlic. Now, breathe deeply. Oh, that's good. You learned how to cook stir fry. So, when you learn new recipes, you will be able to see them as options when you cook. You can earn recipes from people when you get to certain relationship levels with them. They'll teach you how to make them. You can purchase them. So something to always look out for. The Queen of Sauce is a great watch to help build out your repertoire. And let's see here. You can see that I already know how to make stir fry right here. So when you learn a recipe, it goes into your tab that looks like a bag on the top that we talked about, where you can pan through all your different skills just to see some statistics like what fish you've caught, what artifacts you've found, okay, what minerals you've discovered, and cooking shows you all your recipes. And they're not displayed because we haven't actually made them yet. We just know how to make them. But these are question mark. This shows you what you would need. All right. So, what are we going to do on day 7? Well, it's time. And hey, somebody's here. It's Clint. Hi there. Good morning. I noticed that you've been breaking some rocks open and finding ore. That's good. If you want to get the most out of the ores you find, you'll need a furnace. Just so happens I had an extra set of blueprints lying around here. I want you to have them. Fantastic. So he tells us how to make a furnace. Thanks, Quint. The furnace allows you to smelt metal bars. The bars can be used for crafting, construction, and tool upgrades. So this is what I was talking about with the copper. When you've smelted a few copper bars, considering having me upgrade one of your tools, it can make your work a lot easier. It can. It's a fantastic upgrade. Well, okay. I'm heading home. Take it easy. So upgrading tools is very important, and I'm excited about that. So now we can make a furnace. And we got a letter, and hey, it's from the wizard. My sources tell me you've been poking around inside the old community center. Why don't you pay me a visit? My chambers are west of the forest lake in the stone tower. I have information concerning your, quote, rat problem. M. Rasmodius, wizard. Look at the background on this amazing stationery. Okay, thank you. And also, Marlon says, I see you've been exploring the old mine. You've got the adventurer's spirit, that much I can tell. If you could slay 10 slimes, you'll have earned your place in my adventurer's guild. So, as I was talking about before, you don't actually have to go to level 40 to get into the guild. I misremembered that. That's just part of the quest that you get to encourage you to go further in the mines. But what you need to do to get into the guild is just kill 10 slimes. So we've already killed some. And he says, be careful. All right, so we've got a lot of exciting stuff happening. First things first, though, let's water all of our crops. Let's get these babies coming in. There we go. Oh, God. I missed a spot with my watering. It's embarrassing, but we're okay. And we'll water our beans. Remember, you can't walk through the beans because of the poles, so you have to kind of walk around. And there we go. All watered up. Let's fill this watering can back up. Now, let's just take a look at our quests. So, the original quest is just give somebody a gift. Okay, we can do that. Deeper in the mine says level 40. Forging ahead says craft a furnace. We need to enter Rasmodius' tower and kill 10 slimes. Oh, okay. So the slimes that we already killed don't count. We have to kill them new. Sometimes some quests make you start and do them when the quest begins, and other quests will actually retroactively let you like bring that item if you already have it. So it just depends. And that's perfect. Okay. So if we want to craft ourselves a furnace, let's do that first. You'll go to the crafting menu, which looks like a hammer, and here's the furnace. So what we need to make a furnace is 20 copper ore and 25 stone. All right, so if we go here, we can see that we have 6 copper ore and 49 stone. So we need to go back to the mines, which is fine. We want to do that anyway. But we have some other quests to give somebody a gift, for example. So if you want to give somebody a gift, I'm going to take a daffodil out. Flowers are usually pretty nice to give as gifts. And let's run down here and kind of talk to Rasmodius. Let's just do a bunch of quests all at once. Periodically, people just stop by your house, send you letters and things. When you either satisfy certain conditions, or sometimes it almost feels like it's just random, or a certain amount of time has passed or whatever. And they just provide you with some things to do. And also, okay, on Sunday, the wagon is here again. So the wagon comes twice a week. And we can check to see if they've got anything new. And they have beet seeds. The nice thing about the woodsy couch and the rare seed about the wagon is sometimes they'll sell items that are like, out of season, like beet seeds, for example. These are for only planting in the fall. Make sure you read them so that you don't buy it and think you can use it, because you have to actually plant these in the fall. They also sell fish, which can be very useful. When you open up the community center further and can start doing the quests, this is a fantastic place to find any of the random strange items that they need in the community center is the wagon. So always come and check it out. I have no money, so, what am I going to do? But I can go down here and just swing the old axe and talk to Rasmodius. This is the Wizard's Tower. Let's go inside, and we complete the quest. He's here doing his wizard things. Ah, come in. I am Rasmodius, seeker of the arcane truths. Mediary between physical and ethereal, master of the 7 elementals, keeper of the sacred... You get the point. And you, Dr. Incompetent Tutorial, the one whose arrival I have long foreseen. What do you mean? Here, I'd like to show you something. Behold. It's a Junimo. My goodness. He made it on his little arcane circle. You've seen one before, haven't you? They call themselves the Junimos. Is that a prisoner? You better let it go, dude. Mysterious spirits, these ones. For some reason, they refuse to speak with me. Maybe because you bring them in against their will. I'm not sure why they've moved into the community center, but you have no reason to fear them. I saw strange writing. You found a golden scroll written in an unknown language? I did. Most interesting. Stay here. I'm going to see for myself. I'll return shortly. And by the way, to get this letter from Rasmodius, it might very well be the case that not only do you have to go in the center with Lewis and get that cutscene and everything, you also have to, as it says, explore the center, have to interact with that scroll to trigger this. So if you're not getting this, make sure you go read the scroll so that you can have this conversation. So he teleports, and you're like, what happened? What's brewing in your big cauldron? Why do you have a random purple rug? Oh my gosh. I found a note. The language is obscure, but I was able to decipher it. We, the Junimo, are happy to aid you. In return, we ask for gifts of the valley. If you are one with the forest, then you will see the true nature of this scroll. I guess I'm not one with the forest. ... One with the forest. What do they mean? Sniff, sniff. Aha. Oh boy. Come here. Okay. My cauldron is bubbling with ingredients from the forest. Baby fern, moss grub, caramel top toadstool. Can you smell it? Yeah, it smells terrible. Here, drink up. Let the essence of the forest permeate your body. His face looks a little insane. A little too excited. Drink up. I got 38 energy, which, okay, I'm about to throw up. Oh boy. I'm having some kind of one with the forest experience. Oh, look at this. Psychedelic. Yeah, there was some psilocybin in that brew, apparently. I am becoming one with the forest, able to read Junimo speech. You've gained the power of forest magic. Now you can decipher the true meaning of the Junimo scrolls. Fantastic. All right, we did it. So this is a huge discovery for us and a giant breakthrough, and we're all thrilled about it. So we can go to the community center now and check out the scrolls. And let's keep going. Oh, little forage here to collect. Little horseradish, fantastic. Ah, okay. So I'm actually going to put this wood in the trash can. Now check this out. All of a sudden, this has appeared. This community center button. And you can check this before you actually go to the community center. This is what would happen if you were to go to the community center. Now you could now read all the scrolls, and you could see the scroll in the crafting room, for example, is asking for this. And it wants the spring foraging bundle. And so you need to bring it, okay, a daffodil, a dandelion, a leek, and a wild horseradish. You see how there's 4 boxes down here? This means if you give it all of these items, you will get a reward. So we already have a lot of this. And if we get this daffodil, we're even closer. So let's go back home and see if we have all of the items that we need and take them to the community center and just do a whole bunch of good work all at once. Now, I only know to do that because I've played the game before, but I'm just saving you this step of going all the way to the community center and then reading it and then having to come back. At any time, if you want to check what items you need for the community center, by the way, they added this later. This wasn't originally here in the game, I believe. You can click on this and you can see, you know, what each bundle takes. And if you complete all of the bundles, you get this major reward down at the bottom, which is bridge repair, which means a bridge somewhere in the area will be fixed and you can get to a new location, presumably. All right, so let's go here and let's just throw this in. Now, I'm going to put my fiber away. What I want is horseradish, and okay, I'll also show you this. You see that item for the community center? When you're on a chest, it will pulse when you mouse over or put the cursor over an item that can be submitted to the community center, and you only need 1 of each item. Okay, so give it the lowest quality if possible if you have it. And we have it. We have every single item. We have the leeks. We've got it all. All right? I'm actually going to save another leek and give it to George as a gift for our quest. But this way, you can tell what you need to take to the community center. And once you've submitted it to the community center, you only need to do it once. I can't pick up this daffodil, and you say, but you already have a daffodil. Why can't you? It's because it's of a higher quality. So each quality item takes up a slot in your inventory. Further reasoning why we really, really want to get that backpack, because it's just so hard to carry everything we need. We also need to stop by the museum, okay? Hey, Jody, I'm taking a break from house chores today. She's giggling. She's like, hee hee hee. Good for you, Jody. Okay, look at this. This is perfect. The slime hunter to slay 6 green slimes in the local mine. We already were going to go do this quest anyway to try to get copper to build the furnace. So let's accept this, and like we're double dipping. So that's a very lucky occurrence. Let's go in here And I'm gonna, oh, George, where'd you go, dude? Is he still sleeping? He ain't in here. He must be in his wheelchair somewhere. It's nice to be so close to the ocean. The sound of the sea makes going to sleep a lot easier. Okay. Alex, where's your dad? Or your grandpa? Hey. Well. It's mysterious, isn't it? Let's go to the community center first. Okay. So we're going to head up to the community center. And we can go in now and check out this scroll. And we can read this thing. There's the Junimo bouncing away. And when you read it, it's exactly like we just looked at. Spring Foraging Bundle. All right, so all you have to do is just put these over here. Or you can just push the Y button. Oh, nope, that didn't work. Works in other locations, not here. But it'll only take one if you have a stack. And then when you complete it, it says bundle complete. There's a beautiful hot air balloon that sails up. And you will get a small present at the bottom that you can click on. And we got 30 spring seeds. So this is ridiculously good for us. So we can plant. These are random, but this is just 30 seeds that we get to plant. So it's free money, basically. Now, they also want the construction bundle requires a whole bunch of different items. Hardwood we can't even get until we upgrade our axe into copper. Exotic foraging. See this cave carrot? You notice how the wagon was selling this, and so she was also selling the coconut. These are things that you can sometimes find at the wagon, and you can find them around in different areas as well. So by looking at this, winter foraging, you can obviously only forage these in the winter. You want to try to do anything that's seasonal, okay? Try to do those right away. We did the spring foraging bundle. There's one for winter, there's one for summer, there's one for fall. Exotic and construction, we can do. And you'll see the Junimo carry this off. And then now look at this. Another scroll has appeared. And another. And we are restoring different parts of the community center. So let's see what they need over here. This is the pantry. They need spring crops. They want a parsnip, they want a green bean, they want a cauliflower, and they want a potato. So we're growing potatoes, beans, cauliflower, and we're going to get a parsnip as well if we haven't sold them all. So we might want to grow one more parsnip. You want to try to get all of these turned in spring before the season changes, because if they don't, if you want to complete community center goals, you'll have to wait until next year. So it's not a huge deal, but it just means you'll have to wait. And then over here at the fishing tank, the river fish bundle. These are all fish that you can catch in the river. These are specialty fish. These are from the crab pot. These are fish you can catch at night. These are fish you can catch in the lake and fish you can catch in the ocean. Now, I recommend sometimes using a wiki for those just because there's really particular guidelines for like how to catch them. Sometimes like this fish, for example, will only be able to be caught in the daytime or at this location or, using this technique or whatever. So just if you're having trouble catching a fish, you can always Google it or something to get information on what you need. I just fish around and see what I can get, but also you can buy them from, the wagon like we talked about. This is Penny, and the weather is interesting today, don't you think? I'm just going to give her this leek, okay? So I don't know if she likes it, but I'm going to give it to her. And she says, thank you. This looks special. So we can go to our tab with Penny, and she liked it. She didn't love it like George does, but she liked it. And this completed this quest right here, how to win friends, and we get 100 gold. All right. So, fantastic. Let's go to the museum and turn this artifact in to Gunther. This is something where it just frees up an inventory space for us at this point. So I'm going to go ahead and donate it to the museum, and we can just put it, all you got to do is select it, and you can put it wherever you want. I'm going to put it next to our little doll and close it up. And if he has a reward for you, he'll tell you, but we don't get anything at that stage. You got to turn in some more, and then periodically, once you've turned in a certain amount of artifacts to the museum, he'll be like, here you go. You're fantastic. Here's your reward. And it's all very exciting. Now I'm going to go to the mines. Say hi to Abigail. Oh man, I've been pushing off my homework all weekend. Looks like I'll be pulling another all-nighter. Yeah, isn't that the way of it? I'm going to the mines for slimes and copper. Oh, talk to Haley while she's here. My sister is so weird. Sometimes I wonder if we're actually related. She's talking about Emily. Emily's a free spirit. She's great. Oh, there's Maru. She's getting ready. She might be going... No, it's too late for her to go to work. Okay, great. We got a daffodil. Okay. Oh, here's Demetrius. And he says it's good to take a break from work every now and then, and we can give him the daffodil. And he says, that was very thoughtful of you. I guess that's kind of difficult for you to live on a farm, though. Oh, because, yeah, we have to work all the time. So if I go over here to the relationship tab, let's see what he thought of that. Normal gift. He's like, not really impressing him. But a gift nonetheless. All right, and then what do we put in this chest here? Right. We got to take this Dwarven Scroll to the museum when we get a moment. All right, now, what we could do, this is being blocked right now, we could just go down to, not going to use the elevator. I'm actually just going to drop down. Because I want to fight some easier enemies, maybe some slimes or whatever. There we go. Copper ore. Fantastic. There's a slime. Chop, 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 Mr. Slime. Mm-hmm. Got a little copper there, too. All we need is 20 pieces. There we go. All right. Oh, okay. When something has a star on it like that, that means it has some kind of item. So if you kill it, it'll drop something extra. It also might mean it's like elite. It has more health or something. Oh man. It did drop something, but it's like in the wall. That's too bad. That's an artifact for the museum, I believe. That's a shame. I should have... Now, there's really no way to anticipate that it would get stuck like that. Just have to feel sad. But we can kill this slime and not feel sad. Alright, break that open. Look, there's plenty of slimes in here. Remember, using your sword does not consume energy. Take that. So we'll get 6 killed, and that slime revealed the next level, but you see there's 2 places for copper already. So I didn't bring any food to eat here. So unless I find some, I'm going to be limited on energy. So what I recommend doing is just only breaking apart the rocks that you need to find the stairs, or that visibly have copper, so that you can conserve your energy. Come on. Aw, man. Alright, let me break this open. I had some wood. That's fine. What do we got? Okay, that's actually quartz. That's good. And those are some seeds that we can't pick up. So I'm going to drop this lumber so that I can pick up this quartz, because I don't believe I have any yet. And we can break this box open. It's got more mixed seeds. That's fine. You need coal to power your furnace. That's a gem right there. Not a super valuable one, but indeed a gem nonetheless. But we don't have any inventory space. It is much harder early game without that backpack. The backpack is just a game changer because it's double. So you can carry so much more. Oh, there's a weapon there. Okay, so given the fact that that's a weapon, I will put this coal in my trash can and pick up a carving knife. So we got a carving knife, which is a level 1 dagger. It's 1 to 3 damage plus 2 crit chance. So it actually does, unfortunately, less damage than this, but it has a chance to crit. So it's interesting, but not great. You can find good equipment in accessories and weapons in the mines, and the deeper you go, usually the better chance you have of, you know, finding something favorable. Here's a slime for us. All right, and let's see here. Lewis is going to give us 360 because we've already killed enough slime for him. So we've completed that quest as soon as we talk to him. And initiation, we just need to kill 2 more to complete the initiation process. That's bug meat that we can't get. So we're going to get rich. But we got to find the way down. There it is. Oh, look at this. Copper everywhere. This is a great time for it. Oh, copper in that box. Yep, look at that. Sometimes the stairway is just there. We'll take it. Okay. And any slimes here or any more copper? Nope. Oh, well, there's a barrel. Some hardwood. Can't really carry it right now. And there's the way. This is the way. It's getting late. We're going to want to go down back home very soon. But I'm just going to check around for copper that's obvious and for, you know, slimes. Nothing. Oh, here's copper. How much copper do we have? We have 22. We already have enough for a furnace, but you want more, obviously, because you want to melt copper bars once you get your furnace so that you can start upgrading your tools. Look at all this copper. It's a wonderful day for copper. Chop them up. All right, we just need 1 more slime. Here it is. Now, we're out too late, so we're going to probably pass out. We got to get home immediately, but it's close. We did it. All right, let's go. This is going to be really close. All right, we are going to leave the mine, and we're going to go. And we're going to try to get home. If we pass out, it's not the end of the world. I was far too greedy. You should probably leave around 11 or 10 even to get back home without any penalty. But it might be a good way to just show you what happens if you don't make it. I wanted to complete all of the quests there. Just do everything in one go. I like to sometimes be efficient. All right. So we did make it home, but I think we're going to suffer the penalty. Yeah. So we're going to sleep for the night. I'll show you what happens. We leveled up our mining, which means we could craft cherry bombs, which are cool, and it's less stressful to mine. But notice how we went to bed at 1. Oh, we made it. Look at that. We hit the bed at 1. If we would have hit the bed after 1, we would have been suffering, but we got a full rest. We did everything. We just got it by the skin of our teeth. Awesome. All right, everybody. Well, we completed our first week. We have a whole bunch of quests to turn in, and we're doing beautifully in Stardew Valley. I hope you're still finding this guide to be helpful and informative. Thanks so much for watching. Take care.